Hey, welcome back. This is episode 5 now. Turnabout Revolution. Case 5. We're on case 5. Rafa! I don't think that's really Rafa, right? That's an actress playing Rafa? It is plumbed. I've been saying plumed. Duck.
Good people of Kurain, we can't allow things to go on like this. The Defense Culpability Act has done nothing but produce countless victims of wrongful convictions. The time to act is now, for we, the Defiant Dragons, have obtained the ultimate weapon, the Founders Orb.
Ooh,
and to
what?
the Garenian regime, make no mistake about
Garenian?
it, I will personally dethrone you. A dragon never yields, nor will he rest until his revolution is complete.
A dragon never yields. This is how Dirk talks. He talks. No, this is how Dirk talks. He talks like this. So if Blackwell is down here, he's more up here. So he's got that conviction to him. I have to remember that for when I have to voice him inevitably. Alright, we're going into case 5, and I'll do that next time I sit down to play this game. Woohoo! Welcome back to, I was going to say Apollo Justice, because I see Apollo's eyes there. Game's called Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Spirit of Justice. So there you go. There's where the justice comes into it. We're doing Turnabout Revolution. This was, you already saw the clip just a second ago. I forgot that there was a clip at the start of this. Whatever. Let's continue. And let's actually see what this case is. Okay. May 16, 11 a.m. Write Anything Agency. And this concludes our report on the recent television hijacking incident in Kurain. But really, who could have anticipated such a surprising turn of events? Oh, I don't know if I have a voice for Trucy. Like, I can just give her a standard voice, but... let me think about it. Alright, it's gonna be a pretty standard voice, I think.
Did you hear that, Polly? Someone hijacked the airwaves over there. It's like something out of a movie. Apollo?
Yeah. Dirk, what are you up to this time?
Wait a second. Do you know the TV hijacker or something, Apollo?
Oh, right, yes. Yes. Because Dirk's his father, right? You could say that, but it was a long time ago.
And why do you know someone like that? I mean, they're calling him an insurgent.
Yeah, about that. Hey now. Is that any way to talk about the man who raised you? I'm assuming this is a phoenix, but I don't know. Or is it Dirk? Huh? Oh, it is Dirk. I need to quickly check what his voice was again in the video. Okay, I just watched the video and he talks like this. This is how I think he talks. Hey there, Apollo. Long time no see. How have you been, son?
It's that guy that was on TV.
Ha! Ha 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 ha! Guilty as charged. Surprised to see me, Apollo? I just beamed from Kurain, and boy am I arms tired. This can't be happening! I must be dreaming, or hallucinating, or both.
No, you're not Apollo. It's that TV hijacker / insurgent in the flesh.
I'm so confused.
Mr. Hijacker, sir, I have so many questions, I don't even know where to begin. But let's start with that bit about the man who raised you.
Wait, don't tell me you haven't told anyone about me, son. It's okay to brag about it. Tell everyone your old man's me, the rebel Dirk. I mean, my face is all over TV these days. I'm practically a celebrity. Trucy, what do you say we close up early today?
What? Why?
Oh, come on, son. No need for the cold shoulder.
I know I'm gonna regret this, but what do you want, Dirk? You just show up here without warning after all this time? What gives?
I came all this way to see you, son. Come, rejoice.
Right. Why didn't you tell me the real reason you're here?
Well, okay. So maybe there's a little something I need your help with too, but the fact is I came here to see you. That's the honest truth.
Yes, I think we've established that. It figures. I haven't seen him in 10+ years, and he's already asking for a favor. He really is a rebel in the purest sense. He just does whatever he pleases. Come on, Polly, I need details. Inquiring minds need to know. Okay, hold your horses. First, I've got a few questions of my own.
Alright. Getting right into it, seeing Dirk. Pleased to meet you, little lady. My name is Dirk Sadmadi. I'm a rebel by trade.
So Justice isn't Apollo's real last name? That makes sense. Since someone named Justice went into law. Of course, it's a Phoenix Wright universe, so who knows what's a real name and what's a fake name.
I'm a rebel by trade.
A rebel? But on TV they were calling you an insurgent. So which is it? Personally, I vote for a rebel with the cause. A real headache for anyone in your way. True seat.
Ha! Ha ha ha! You got me there. I'm the head of a resistance group. The Defiant Dragons. We're like the good, the bad, and the ugly, but without the good part. I'm Kudain. In Kudain, I'm like the boogeyman. A tall tale your parents used to spook their kids straight.
That's too bad. You seem like you'd be a fun, cool guy to hang out with.
This little lady's a real catch, son. I'm talking bride material if you get my drift.
Wait, what? Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me, Dad.
Ha 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 ha! She's a plucky one, alright.
Someone pluck me out of my misery. Now, about that man who raised you business.
Foster father. Ah, okay, so maybe his last name is Justice. Okay, he was a lawyer once, leader of the Defiant Dragons. Trucy's 17 at this point. I forgot how old she was in Apollo Justice. I don't actually know how old Apollo is either. Well, if Athena's the youngest lawyer in the agency, that means Apollo must be older. So Apollo's got to be like 20 or something. Jeez, Phoenix is 35. Wasn't he like 24 in the first game, or is he like 27? I can't remember. Those ages are the ones that stand out to me. And Sadmadi is a whole 10 years younger than Phoenix. And then Dirk is 10 years older than Phoenix as well. So, yeah, you got a 20-year difference between them. That makes sense. He'd be 20 years old when he had him. So maybe Apollo's also 25. Who knows? Although that seems... I don't think Apollo was 25 in Apollo Justice. And that wouldn't make sense because if he was 20, or if he was like 18 in Apollo Justice, or let's say he was 20 in Apollo Justice, that would make Trucy 12 then, which I don't think was the case. I can't remember. I feel like she was 15. So maybe he was 23 in Apollo Justice and that's what happened? I don't know. Anyway, foster father. What did Mr. Dirk mean when he said that he's the man who raised you, Apollo? The truth is, I grew up in the kingdom of Kudain. Did I, ever mention that? Oh, so you grew up in... Kudain? Wait, are you saying... You're not from around here, Polly? No, it's just I was raised in Kudain when I was really little. Still, that's a shocker. It's like I hardly know anything about you. How come you never told me? Apollo, you really haven't said a word about your past, have you? What, that I was raised by a wanted criminal? It's like a bad joke. It does sound rather melodramatic. I doubt anyone would even believe you. So, you two haven't seen each other in a while, huh? You can say that. I'd wager it's been at least 10 years. Wow, that's a really long time. Yeah, well,
I figured he'd forgotten about me.
Not a chance. It's just, well, starting a revolution takes time, and keeping it going even more so. And being a wanted man, I couldn't just hop on a plane to come say hello.
I get it. It's fine. Though, truth be told, it's weird having Dirk suddenly show up acting all paternal. I'd even almost forgotten about Kurain. No, that's not true. I probably tried to forget about it on purpose. Now then, Mr. Dirk, what is it we can help you with?
Do you need a defense lawyer? I need to get my hands on the Founders Orb, the most sacred treasure in Kurain. That's where you come in.
The Founders Orb?
Wait, but didn't you say you already have it in the broadcast of yours?
Ha 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 ha! Don't go believing everything you see on TV, little lady. No one's seen hide nor hair of the Founders Orb for some time.
No way!
So that was just a bluff? What are you gonna do if you don't find it?
I don't know. Guess that just means we have to find it, son. 'Cause I can't really back down now, can I?
Different year, same old Dirk. It's all coming back to me now. Hold on. I think I read something about this in the newspaper a while back. Something about you guys stealing a sacred treasure from a Trenchu's from a temple's treasure room.
That's a load of crock. We didn't lay a finger on the orb.
Really?
Yes. Baseless allegations, all of it. Our enemies really found a way to keep us on our toes.
Oh, so it's like a setup.
That's the long and short of it. However, my compatriot has been hot on the orb's trail. Just the other day, his hard work finally paid off. We now know the Founders Orb is in Kurain Village.
Kurain Village?
Yes, I hear there are spirit mediums there. They even have direct relations with Kurain.
Spirit mediums, right.
Some doctor of archaeology there supposedly has the orb. His name is Archie Buff. My defiant dragon compatriot has already made contact with him. Apparently, someone asked the doctor to study the orb.
So whoever asked him to do that's a real thief?
Most likely.
And you think this guy would just hand the orb over to you?
My compatriot, Dats, says Dr. Buff has already promised to do so. It seems he knew it had been stolen and wanted to do the right thing.
Dats. I remember running around with him when I was a kid. So he's here too, huh?
Apollo, I want you to be present as my lawyer when I take possession of the orb. Would you do that for me? Wow. A choice? I mean, I don't think it's a real choice. It'll probably be, if you say yes, game continues. If you say no, Trucy bugs you until you say yes. That's what I'm thinking.
Fine. But I'll charge my standard fee. Now tell me about the Founders Orb. If I remember correctly, the Founders Orb is always depicted as a faceless spirit medium.
What do you mean, faceless?
Images of the founder, the Holy Mother of Kurain, never show her face. To depict it is to commit the greatest taboo in Kurainism.
The greatest taboo, huh? I wonder why. I mean, what could she have looked like to make them hide her face like that?
As for the Founders Orb, it was discovered during an excavation 8 years ago, and has an interesting legend that goes along with it. It's said that there's a riddle to the orb, and that any who can solve it will receive immense spiritual power from the founder herself.
Sounds like one big fairy tale to me.
In any case, it's just what us defiant dragons need to get the revolution started. With it, we can gain the spiritual power and thus the legal authority to rule Kurain.
Wait, suppose I got some hair in my throat, I think. Alright, got the hair out of my throat, and I also took a quick break. So, I don't know if I even remember the voice already. Wait, suppose I believe this legend, then anyone could become king or queen? And that's why you think it'll help you overthrow the Gadon regime?
Only the rulers of Kudain have ever laid eyes on the Orb Apollo. A legendary treasure that bestows immense spiritual power. Doesn't that sound like something you'd want to see with your own two eyes?
It does sound just a tiny bit intriguing. Okay.
That should just about cover everything. Any other questions?
Not right now.
Ah, I almost forgot. I brought you a present. Eat up, son.
Sushi?
I figured you probably couldn't afford 3 square meals a day, so.
Yay! I was just thinking it was time for lunch.
You dig in too, little lady. After all, we're practically family, right?
Thanks, Dad. Oh, that tuna looks good.
This salmon sushi's got my name on it. Aren't you hungry, son? This is some of the best sushi you'll ever have.
I'm good.
Oh, well, okay then. Actually, I have one more present for you. Here.
What's this?
A picture of your father. It's been 23 years since he passed away.
Huh? This is my father?
Wow. Apollo Justice's father. His name was Jove Justice. His real name is Justice. Okay, all right, we're back. We're back to believing that all the names are real in Phoenix Wright. It's all good. His name was Jove Justice.
Jove.
I haven't talked to you about your real father in some time, but as you know, he was a musician, a wandering minstrel, if you will, and a talented one at that.
Why are you giving this to me now?
I thought it was sad you didn't know what your old man looked like. I searched high and low to find that one picture.
What's wrong, Apollo? Don't you want it?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like I ever met the guy.
Well, I went through all the trouble of finding it, so go on, take it. And don't ever let it go. Yeah?
Photo of my father, who died in Kudain. Damn.
Well, now that our bellies are full, what do you say we hit the road?
1 second. Hey, Trucy, any idea where Athena is?
She left early this morning to pick up Daddy from the airport.
Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Wright's coming back today.
We're gonna get all the lawyers in one case, right? We gotta have Apollo, Athena, and Phoenix all in one case. It would be amazing. I don't think they would do it, but it would be amazing if all 3 of them were behind the desk and they were switching off. You have to have one lawyer in charge of the case, right? But if Phoenix was in charge of the case and Apollo and Athena were like both the sidekicks and all 3 of them were giving objections, and then if on top of that you had like you had Trucy, you had Maya, like you had all the sidekicks, Trucy, Maya, Blackwell. That would be amazing. That would be so incredible. That would be the best finale I can think of for this game. Because that would be so good. That'd just be so good. I can't believe how good that would be.
Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Wright's coming back today.
Yeah, but I wonder why he cut his trip short like that. Anyway, shouldn't they have been back by now?
Knowing Athena, she probably got lost. Well, there's no point sitting around here waiting. Let's get going.
I can't wait to see that super mysterious treasure.
To Kudain Village then. The Founders Orb awaits. To Kudain Village then. Okay, alright.
It's a decently interesting setup. We're back in Kudain Village. Wow, I haven't been here since the 3rd game? Is that true? The original trilogy, they had the Korean Village was a big part of it. And then Apollo Justice, I'm sure it probably wasn't in there. None of them, I mean, I doubt it was in Miles Edgeworth anywhere. And then Dual Destinies, yeah, I don't think they had reason to come back here.
So yeah, probably game 3, maybe even like game 2. Yeah, that feels right. 2 or 3.
So this is the Karain, the mystical village of spirit channeling, and where ancient traditions come alive. Looks like a really peaceful place. Since Apollo's never seen it, sounds like, yeah, it wasn't in Apollo Justice. I love the air here. Nothing beats the mountains, huh, Apollo? Come to think of it. We used to live way up in the mountains too, just like this. Sure brings back memories. Those were the days. The 3 of us living happily in peace.
I still can't wrap my mind around it all, you know? That Mr. Dirk's not only Polly's daddy, but Prosecutor Sadmarty's as well. And the way you two talked about it like it was nothing the whole bus ride here.
I guess it is a lot to take in.
So tell me, Mr. Dirk, what was Apollo like as a kid?
Oh, he was full of piss and vinegar, he was. A real rascal. What the heck? This game normally avoids swearing, I'm pretty sure. Like, there's so many phrases in this game that are clearly like, you know, you're a pain in my ass, but then even the toughest characters will say, you're a pain in my butt. But, like, piss is a pretty aggressive word for the Ace Attorney series, I feel like. He and Nayuta used to run around in the open fields, naked as jaybirds. I've even got pictures of him posing in his birthday suit.
Whoa, Dirk.
No way, Prosecutor Sadmarty used to be like that too?
The 2 of them would end up with leeches on their butts and cry like babies.
Dirk, don't you think you've said enough?
Aw, you're no fun.
Yeah, I wanted to hear more about the misadventures of Polly.
Hey, what are you people doing here? I don't know who this is.
Emma!
Emma?
You know this lady's son?
Yeah, this is Emma Skye. She's a detective.
Technically speaking, I'm a forensics expert, but I'll let it slide. Anyway, I can't say I'm surprised to see you here. You always seem to pop up whenever there's trouble afoot. Still, what are the odds of running into you here in the boonies?
By trouble, you mean you're investigating a case?
Does it look like I'm here to sightsee?
Wait, don't tell me. You're not here to see Dr. Buff, are you? Huh? How do you know that? We're actually on our way to meet with him right now.
Figures. Well, follow me.
Is he dead?
I'll show you the way.
Well, you're smart. Emma surely isn't that sadistic that she would. I mean, she's not sadistic at all. But yeah, she's not sadistic to bring us to a dead body and go, well, you wanted to meet with him. Oh my gosh. All right.
Really?
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, son. Just follow the nice lady.
We sure will. To the doctor's study.
Alright, I thought that was a body line.
Oh, wait, that is a body line.
I was looking at the one at the bottom, but above it, someone died from books falling on them?
So this is Dr. Buff's study.
Wow, look at all those books.
Yeah, pretty nice.
The shelves go from floor to ceiling. It's like a library in here.
Yes, and lots of artifacts too. A true archaeologist's paradise. Look, son, there are so many relics here spilling onto the floor. What a delightfully amusing room.
All I see is a mess. And what's with that white outline? Emma, where's the doctor?
Well, the thing is, he died last night.
Emma is sadistic. What the heck? I thought there's no way Emma would have just been like, sure, I'll take you to see him, and then take you to where his dead body was, and then go, he's dead. Why not just say, I'm sorry to tell you, he died, and then take us to the thing?
Wait, what?
It seems an avalanche of books knocked him off his bookshelf ladder. We're labeling it an accidental death.
What?
Please tell me you're joking. As if I'd come all the way out here for a few laughs, Apollo. Yeah, I guess not.
A scholar killed by his own books.
Oh man, what do we do now? I mean, how can he transfer ownership of the orb to you if he's dead?
Yes, that is a problem.
Emma, can you please tell us exactly what happened?
Killed by books.
So the doctor died in an accident. I received a call this morning saying Dr. Buff had been found dead under a pile of books. This morning? Talking about bad timing. You mentioned that he'd fallen off a ladder. Right. We believe he fell from the top of that big ladder there. Apparently, he triggered an avalanche of books while fumbling to reach one, and that sent him headlong onto a fatal fall onto the hard floor. How sad. Killed by his own books. But at least he was doing something he loved.
For a scholar, I suppose it's kind of like a soldier being killed in the line of duty. You could say he died an honorable death.
Emma, who was the first one to discover the body? About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous.
The problem I have with this case so far is that all the voices that I've decided for these characters, none of them are ones I'm used to, right? Emma was in one case before. Dirk is a completely new voice. Shrusi's a new voice for me, and Apollo is generally a new voice for me. So that is 3 new characters and 1 returning character. Obviously, they're not new in terms of being new characters, and they're not new to this game even. They were in case 2, but I didn't record case 2, so I wasn't actually doing the voice out loud. So most of the time I wasn't doing the voice out loud, and when I wasn't caring too much about the quality of it. So having no comfortable characters, having every character be like me having to figure out the voice for them again, it's tricky. It's tricky. But so the voices are going to be all over the place, but that's fine.
About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous. What? It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, being a wanted man and all. What now, Dirk? A dead man can't exactly hand over the orb.
We'll just have to find it. It must be around here somewhere.
Just to fill you in, Emma, we're actually here to get something.
About the orb. So the orb's gonna be like a twist on what it actually is, because the thing is that the orb, we don't know what it looks like. So what it looks like is gonna be a big revelation. So I'm looking at everything and thinking anything could be the orb. Murder weapon could be the orb. That snail shell in the background could be the orb. The statue could be the orb. That jacket could be the orb. That globe in the background could be the orb. The ladder could be the orb. Who knows? Maybe the orb was inside of him all along. It was his heart. His heart was the orb.
Perhaps he had an agreement with the doctor. The doctor was supposed to hand over a sacred relic known as the Founders Orb.
But perhaps.
Oh, I see. That could be a problem considering he's dead.
That's such a cute animation, her thinking, going back and swaying back and forth.
Do you have a plan B?
I have an agreement in writing. My compatriot Dat should have it.
Well, there shouldn't be any problems then. So, who is this gentleman you're escorting?
My dad.
Oh, right. I haven't introduced you yet. This is Dirk. He's from the Kingdom of Kudain. All the way from Kudain, huh? So, what can you do there?
She was in Kudain for long enough that I thought she would have heard about Dirk. Because Dirk is a big part of Kudain. And she was... Also, wasn't it a part of the case? Like, she was the lead investigator of that case. And the Defiant Dragons were a huge integral part of that case. How does she not know who Dirk is? Weird. I used to practice law, but I'm taking a break from all that. I'm focused now on making Kudain a better place, through volunteer work.
Volunteer work, huh? How interesting.
I just want to watch that animation. So cute.
Well, it's not technically a lie. So, how did you know each other?
Oh, he's sort of my foster father.
Come again? Yeah, and he's Prosecutor Sadmati's real father, too!
What?
You mean you and Prosecutor Sadmati
are half brothers.
I'm so sorry. It seems you've had quite a life. Guess she's put a few things together. Actually, Dirk, you look kind of familiar. Have we met before?
Okay, I guess she just forgot. Not that I recall.
Great, she must have seen that news report on TV. It'll be really complicated if she figures out he's a wanted man. There are lots of guys who look like him. Sure, you're not mistaking him for someone else? Are there really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch? You don't see that every day.
Well, I'm sure you're just imagining things.
So what does that sacred relic you're searching for look like? I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that's old and relic-y.
Oh! Indeed. Unfortunately, I have no idea what it actually looks like.
So then how are we supposed to find it?
That I do not know either. We'll just have to go through each candidate one by one.
Great plan of attack there, Duck. Oh. Well, Emma, do you mind if we give this room a once-over? I guess not. But in exchange, you're gonna help me with my investigation.
Sure, it can't hurt.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. It'll be like hunting for buried treasure.
Okay. Let me just, oops. Save it again. Yeah. Okay. Doki? No doki. Examine it. Okay. Let's do the things that stand out first. Big statue. There's some sort of machinery inside this clay figure.
Whoa! Whoa! It's moving.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Destroy all targets.
Do I even want to know what this thing's for?
I guess I'm probably supposed to be really loud, huh?
Do I even want to know what this thing's for?
Because that's the whole idea, right? He's an incredibly loud guy.
What a huge window. I bet you could see the entire study from the outside.
How could he concentrate in here? I'd feel so exposed.
Well, he does have a bookshelf position for some privacy around his desk.
That's true. What this? Is this a bird? It looks like an airplane to me. I knew they were gonna make that joke. I mean, if is it a bird, it's a plane kind of joke, then
no, there couldn't have been any planes back when this was made.
Yes, but it has wings and both horizontal and vertical stabilizers. That makes it an airplane.
No, it's definitely a bird.
Open your eyes, son. As a lawyer, your job is to see the true nature of things.
I still say it's a bird.
That was a very stepladder-esque conversation.
The doctor fell from the top of that ladder.
From that height, a fall onto hard surface would probably kill anyone.
I don't know why anyone would want to climb that high in the first place. Guess you could say you climbed all the way to heaven.
Jesus, Trucy. That's a dark joke to make.
So this is where Dr. Buff died.
Oh!
Poor man, he fell right on his head. And probably died almost instantly.
I see some blood on the book there, but what's that duck saying?
It appears to be coffee. It's still damp, so it must have gotten on there recently. Perhaps even last night.
That's a mighty big window he's next to, big enough for someone to see inside.
Exactly. That's how the local residents who reported his death found him to begin with. The doctor's body was visible from outside the window, and a passerby called in earlier this morning to report what they'd found. Is he smiling? He looks like he's happy to be dead. So you mean this case is still only a few hours old?
That explains why your investigation's just getting underway. Study diagram added to the court record.
There are animal drawings on the floor. They look like those famous geoglyph things. Is that supposed to be a, what's the name of the bird? We heard it so many times. A warbird. That's what it looks like.
They remind me of the chalk outlines detectives draw around bodies. That's what I said. And the doctor has just joined them. Now that's what I call dedication to one's field.
I don't think it was on purpose.
Great.
There's a pair of glasses in this little pyramid here. They belong to the doctor. Scientifically speaking, they appear to be your ordinary run-of-the-mill glasses. I guess they don't pique your interest, scientifically speaking. It's a two-tone raincoat.
It's still a bit damp. I think someone might have worn it recently.
The shoes? There are a few pairs of shoes here. I guess there must be an entrance on this floor too. Yeah, there's a back door over that way, but it's usually locked from what I can tell. The visitor's entrance is up that spiral staircase. That's the way we came in.
Alright, let's oh, it's back and forth. I thought it was a 3D environment. You know what? Before I do this, I'm actually gonna pause here. I feel like when I can feel my energy running out, I should take a break and come back to it. So I'm going to do that. It is time for more Ace Attorney. I'm excited for this. I'm also, in a weird state of my brain wasn't telling me to play Ace Attorney as much as it has the past few days because we were at the start of a case. That's the problem with stopping at the start of a case when there's not as much intrigue. You have to really get into it. But, I mean, it's the last case of the game, right? So this is... I think it's going to be something special. So I really need to, focus up on it. But anyway, I just remembered that that since Apollo is the main character, we've got Apollo, Trucy, Emma, and Dirk all in the same room. I'm going to quickly go and review my video to see what voices I did for them so I can come back and do this. So hold on. Okay, I think I've got it.
This is how Apollo talks. This is the main one that I gotta get my mind into. This is how Apollo talks. Because this is the main one that I gotta do. Okay, Apollo talks like this. Let's begin from where we left off. So I remember I hadn't analyzed this side of the room on the left. Or the right. Actually there is no right. So I haven't analyzed any of this. Whoa, wait, I recognize this from... Whoa, look at these Easter eggs. I guess they're probably more than Easter eggs. They might have something to do with the case, but... these callbacks to previous games. Alright, well, here we go. It's a golden statue. Looks pretty old, too.
I imagine it has great archaeological value. Maybe too great for a private researcher of Dr. Buff's caliber.
I wonder how he got his hands on something like this.
Okay. Is this yellow case from something? It seems like it's from like Miles Edgeworth or something. Maybe not.
That's one big suitcase.
Oops. Well, that's Facebook spam bot. I'm getting a lot of Facebook spam bots trying to add me recently, and it's not fun. Okay. It's locked. Is it the doctor?
Now, someone left it here last night. So the doctor must have had a visitor. But how can you tell? That sticker there. You only see those on airport luggage. Which means its owner is likely from overseas.
Is there any way to figure out who it belongs to?
Not unless we can open it to see what's inside.
Guess not. Aha! Ha ha. Is that his partner, the guy who had the beard?
That's because you're not me.
Oh wait, is that just her?
Emma Sky, forensics expert extraordinaire. Try as you might, you won't find the word impossible in my forensics handbook.
Is she okay, son? It's like she's become an entirely different person.
Oh, that's just what happens. Wait. Oh, that's just what happens when her forensic switch gets flipped.
I've lost Apollo's voice, but oh well.
With this, identifying the suitcase's owner will be as easy as pie.
Is that fingerprint powder?
That's right, and there's no better time than the present to use it. Here we go! Ikea! You remember how to do this, right? I apply the powder to where I think some prints might be and blow any excess off. Exactly. Well, have at it.
Now where would I expect to find prints on a suitcase? Probably on this bit, right? You would think. Come on. There we go. Blow, blow, blow. Blow it away, blow it away. Blow, blow. So, just so you know, these games were released on DS, right? And the DS is a microphone. So, in the original games, you would literally blow the dust off, which was kind of a cool mechanic. Doesn't transition super well to you know, a game without that. But oh well. Okay, not there. You may be expected to find it on this handle. Wait, is that the handle that I was doing before? I don't think so, right? Oh my gosh, this is I feel like a little more difficult than it needs to be. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell where I'm blowing. Like that's the big issue. So is that a fingerprint there? Doesn't look like there are any prints here. Really? Okay. Can I rotate it around? I can. Do that. Those are fingerprints, surely. Doesn't look like there are any prints here. Hello? Apollo? I'm sorry, Apollo, are you dumb? Because to me, those look like... I mean, those look like nothing but fingerprints. Okay. Guess they're not. Guess I'm just crazy then. Guess I'm just an insane person. Man, this game is a great game that also has this as a pretty annoying mechanic. I mean, again, on DS, mostly fine, you know? Although, I feel like it was still kind of annoying on DS. Rotating is not an incredibly intuitive thing. Oh, you can. Oh, you can. Okay, you can at least move the camera like this. I didn't know you could do that. That makes things a bit easier. So, I don't know about you, but I would expect to find. I mean, this is the problem. I did find fingerprints. I found them already, but the game is refusing to admit that I found them. So we've got all of this. See, look, I mean, those don't look like perfect prints, but they're staying there. Okay, but then, even worse, we turn it around to the clearest fingerprints I've ever seen in my life. Like, you cannot get clearer than this. Apollo, you're crazy. You are an insane person if you don't think those are fingerprints. I mean, I'm not ashamed of this. I'm gonna look this up to make sure that this is the right thing that I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so seems like the handprint is here and not the clear fingerprints I was seeing.
Hey Emma, I got a pretty clear print here. Okay, now let me know who you think it belongs to. Who could it be? It would have to be someone who would have paid Dr. Buff a visit.
Okay, oh, this part of it's cool though. I do like this part of it. So, someone who paid Dr. Buff a visit. I mean, this is a perfect match. That's the one. Match found. That's our ball.
We have a match. That's... Come to think of it, he did stop by to see the doctor, didn't he? To conclude the orb transfer agreement.
So he's the one who forgot his suitcase here.
Where do you suppose he is now?
Haven't heard from him in a while, and he's not answering his phone.
Wait, you don't think he left his phone inside his suitcase, do you?
I wouldn't put it past that knucklehead.
Actually, I think we may have run into him earlier. Really? A suspicious man had been reported in the area, but when one of my officers approached to question him, he took off like a shot.
What? Sorry about that. Kurai's people aren't all like him, I swear. Yeah, he does tend to run away.
Well, he's probably still in the village somewhere. Maybe he knows something about the orb.
Do you have anything else to say? Nope. I feel like the fact that it's telling me to go find him now means that there's nothing else really here, but I'll double check.
Ami. Huh. Why is someone's name written on here? Maybe it's so if it ever got lost, someone could return it to its owner. You know, like how school kids put their names on things? Yeah, but this is just on an urn. And the name is written so big. Well, I wrote my name on my magic panties. It says W-R-I-G-H-T in super big letters. The less said about this, the better.
Okay, we got the Godzilla figure.
A coffee maker and a bunch of coffee cups. He must have taken his coffee breaks here. Oh, there's a filter with old coffee grounds in here. Huh, guess I'd better clean this up.
What are you doing there, son?
What am I doing cleaning this office?
Don't tell me they have you on coffee duty back at your office.
No, it's just, if I don't keep the place clean, no one will.
Alright. What about this on the ground? This looks important.
Look, it's one of the doctor's notebooks.
Maybe there's something about the orb in there. It's a photo of the treasure box, the one from Temple's treasure room. This must be the research notes on the Founders Orb.
What's that on the right page? It looks like a poem or something. When dragon and tiger battle.
Let's see. Oh, it's a song that performed during the Dance of Devotion. It's been sung during Kuraini's rites of offering since ancient times.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
There's also a legend associated with the song. Some say the solution to the orb's riddle is contained therein.
It's a song everyone in Kurain knows. Not much of a way to keep it secret. It's called hiding secrets in plain sight, Polly. Us magicians know all about that.
Huh, that's strange.
What is?
Dr. Buff's notes contain the second half of the song. Only the first half is sung during the Dance of Devotion. Most people haven't even heard the second half.
The second half? As in the part that begins, offer thy prayers?
I'm impressed. That's some thorough research he was conducting.
Okay, so there are more important things here. I thought maybe there was no more evidence there because they were trying to hint for me to leave the room. But we all good. There's a brown stain on this scroll. Huh? Why does it smell like gravy?
Why would there be a gravy stain on it?
Who knows? But it looks like it's meant to be there.
Maybe the artist was trying to inspire a gravy new trend, food splatter art.
That pun wounded me gravely, Dirk.
Gravy as in groovy? Is that the pun he was making? Because that is a bad pun. Like, not even like a, you know, it's so bad kind of pun, but just like a poorly executed pun.
What a huge wall relief, huh? It seems to depict a spirit channeling.
Hey, this spirit medium looks like the Holy Mother of Kurain.
Yeah, her face was left blank, but the rest is clearly detailed and well crafted.
Did you know some researchers claim that the Holy Mother had 3 eyes? And that her third eye was able to divine the truth just like the gods above. It's said to be on her forehead.
Like you said, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. It's a spiral staircase. Oh. And it's connected to a hallway up there. Why'd they have to place the second floor so high up? Wait. You're not afraid of heights, are ya? Oh, well. Oh, Polly's hilarious around high places. He gets so wobbly like a baby deer taking his first steps. And his face turns as green as a watermelon. It's not nice to make fun of people's phobias, you know.
Come to think of it, the visitor's entrance is on the second floor. What an odd layout for a house. Man, my Apollo voice is all over the place. It seems the orb isn't here. These are characters that I'm not very good at the voices of, so. Once we go back to Rafa and Phoenix, I think I'll be fine. You know, Rafa, Phoenix, Sadmati, the judge, like, those ones I'm pretty solid at, I think.
That means Dots might be our only lead at this point.
Detective Sky said he might still be here in this village. We should try to find him. Alright, let's go try to find him. There's only one place in the village we can go, so he's probably there. May 16, not Maya 16. Kurain Village. Good day to you, citizens of Kurain Village. My name is Paul Attishon, and I want your vote.
Wow, that's really loud. Look, something's coming this way.
Paul Attishon, savior of Kurain, has come to... I'm doing this as Dart's voice. Because, I don't know, because that's the only person I'm expecting to see, but could be someone else. It's you people!
Huh?
Apollo, what is that strange conveyance coming this way? Right, left, right, left, right, left. Halt!
It's one of those, what do you call them? Palanquins? Palanquins?
Ooh, this is a new character. So, You finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there?
So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there? What were you doing there? I think this is maybe, or is that too close to? I mean, all of my voices are close. I don't have a huge range.
So you finally left Dr. Burns' house. So you finally left Dr. Buff's house.
Now that's too. I think I have to do it nerdily. So you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there?
What were you doing there? What a bunch of shady-looking characters.
What a bunch of shady-looking characters.
I need to keep it nasally. If I do it too sophisticated, this is what my voice for Edgeworth is. And if Edgeworth comes back in, then they will be indistinguishable.
But if I put it a little more nasally, what a bunch of shady-looking characters.
And you aren't. So I take it you knew the doctor?
Heh, what a foolish question. I've memorized the names and faces of all the entire electorate here in Kurain. After all, I am the man who's destined to be king of this fine nation someday.
Who are you? And what do you mean king?
Ignorant fools, I am the Paul Attishon. I am a soon-to-be eminent politician, a man whose name will go down in history. You should be ashamed that you've never heard of me before.
Is he really that famous of a politician, Apollo?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I can't. I'm so bad right now. I'm running for a seat on the local council right now. I guess even Jerk Cube Public has to start somewhere. But my election's a sure thing, I'm told. After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. In short, I'm the chosen one, the golden boy, the powerhouse of politics. And rider of his grandfather's coattails. Aren't you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead, bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one.
Sure.
A pleasant day to you, good people of Kurain. I am Paul Attishon. It's time to reclaim the glory of Kurain together. A convenience store on every corner, a karaoke bar in every home. A vote for Paul Attishon is a vote for a happier, hopier Kurain village.
Turn off that infernal racket, you fool! You're a stain on your grandfather's good name.
Thank you, good sir. Your support is appreciated as always. I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear. In other words, he's a model politician. Politician. He's a model politician, not he's a model politician. If I do he's a model politician, that's a different character because I'm doing a country accent. I don't want to do a country accent. In other words, he's a model politician. That's what I need to do. That's Apollo's voice. Now, where was I? Alright, you were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing in there,
Alright. This guy's theme, I kind of like it. It's a little scummy and villainish. It's good.
Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning? That's right! It's perfect, that's right! It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in this village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly. I'll try harder next time, sir. Poor guys, they're exhausted and covered in sweat. The Attishon family has been in politics for generations, even back in the old country. Really? My grandfather, Abe Attishon, was a prominent member of Congress. And he was born right here in Kurain. There isn't a person here who hasn't heard of him. All I asked about was his palanquin.
You must have heard of the Attishons. I'm even receiving our old country campaigning style. Oh, politics aren't really my thing. Trucy? I don't recall ever reading about them in school. Heh. Young people today. You people really need to pay more attention to politics. So, what business did you people have at Dr. Buff's house? He was gonna transfer ownership of the Founders Orb to us. It's a sacred relic from the Kingdom of Kurain. The Founders Orb? So you tried to get your hands on it, did you? Wait, what do you know about the orb? Heh, I know that it's mine, that's what. How did you figure that? Because I know it's not the Founders Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Imi Fae. Oh, what? Really? The Crystal of...
Hold on a second. Alright, I think of... Hopefully, I just tried to make sure I could do apologizes a bit more. I want to do it smoothly. I don't want to have to keep stopping, but I might have to until I can get apologizes' voice in my head. I haven't had this much trouble with a character voice in a while. The Crystal of Imi Fae. Army Fae. So it's going to sound a bit different for a while.
That's right! It's been passed down for generations in the Attishon family, until it was stolen, that is, but just when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket. So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? That's not what Dirk said. Strange. But I've been told the doctor himself said that. He had the Founders Orb. It's all that weird foreigner's doing. He filled the doctor's head with nonsense. Nonsense like the Crystal of Imi Fae being the Founders Orb. Weird foreigner? Could he mean... Is this the foreigner you're talking about?
I thought you were talking about Dats. Is that what you're talking about? So you're talking about Dats?
Yes, that's him. I thought so. Now we really have to find Dots.
Tell me about Dots. Do you know where this man is now?
I imagine he's at the detention center by now. I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse. What? What?
That buffoon.
Well, at least we know where he is now.
Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founders Orb.
So, you really are after my crystal? No, we're looking for the Founders Orb, and we have an agreement to prove it. Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it. It's mine. And I intend to give it to my benefactor. Your benefactor? My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence. So you're just gonna give your family heirloom away to this person? That's right. It's a purely political decision. And in exchange, your patron will get the people of Kurain to vote for you. Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all of their connections. Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Well, good luck with that, I guess. You just wait. Paul Attishon will reign supreme someday.
Okay, well, bye, man. Hey, Dats. May 16, not Maya 16, but May 16. Visitors room. Uh-oh. Dirk and Dats have very similar voices. Hey! Yipes!
What's he doing under the desk?
Foul cogs of the corrupt regime! I've nothing to say to you! Dats, it's me, Dirk. Oh! Dirk! You're a sight for sore eyes! I knew you would come save me. Well, this is another fine mess you've got yourself into. Ha 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 ha! My bad, my bad. At least the grub is pretty good compared to that prison back home. You get 3 squares plus a place to sleep. Why didn't you join me, Dirk? No thanks. They'd just send me back to Kudain where I'd face immediate execution. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be such a good idea.
Looks like he's still the same, too. Long time no see, Dats.
Huh? Hey, you look kind of familiar. Apollo? Is it really you, my boy? A to the J, all grown up and whatnot. How you been?
Fine. And you, Dats? You look good besides the incarceration and all.
Those horns, AJ.
Horns, your hair.
They've grown up with you, just like a stag's antlers. I can't take it.
You really haven't changed a bit. Anyway, there's something we needed to talk to you about.
Sure, pull up a chair. I got all the time in the world. The Slammer's like my second home. It's really not so bad once you get used to it.
He's rather laid back for someone in police custody.
Okay. I'm gonna save it here. Continue it next time. I know I didn't play much in this session, and I only just got used to the voices as well. But this is the thing. When you pause a lot, you actually don't actually get you don't actually get that much recording time. So next time.